While the Hulk may be the supposed strongest one there is one being who has always been his better in terms of might, and it's a villain fans will know from the MCU, Emil Blonsky's Abomination. Blonsky is actually one of the characters most altered by the MCU, from a brutal KGB agent transformed while tampering with Banner's gamma experiments to a special ops commando who submitted to super soldier experiments to help stop the Green Goliath. While the Abomination recently seen in the MCU She-Hulk, portrayed by Tim Roth, is a pleasant guy who's a little lacking in self-awareness and self-control, the Blonsky of the comics is one of the most vile beings to ever exist, a cruel and abusive man cut from the same cloth as Bruce Banner's father, and whose transformation into the lizard-like Abomination only brought to the surface the person he was underneath. Abomination has plagued Hulk for much of his existence, and even killed Bruce's longtime love Betty Ross. In Hulk lore, gamma radiation affects different people in different ways. For Bruce Banner, the gamma rays unleashed his alternate personas, giving each their own body, including the classic, green-skinned Savage Hulk. For the leader, they gave him the genius head always craved, but for the Abomination, they offered up pure power. In his first appearance in Tales to Astonish No. 90, by Stan Lee, Bill Everett, and Gil Kane, the Abomination was clearly and irrefutably stronger than Hulk, having received a more powerful dose of gamma radiation. In the following issue, Bruce Banner creates a device to siphon off Abomination's power just to stand a chance of beating him, but he's ultimately whisked away by the cosmic being known as the Stranger. The Abomination is stronger than Hulk ever since then. Abomination has remained Hulk's physical better. In 2014's Hulk Volume 3 No. 3 from Mark Waid, Mark Bagley, Andrew Hennessy, Jason Keith, and Corey Petit, Hulk faces an Abomination being controlled by a villainous group, and Maria Hill explicitly confirms Blonsky is the only enemy he ever had, zombie or not, who's stronger than him. Some stories depict Hulk as being able to surpass Abomination's strength by increasing in anger, and therefore increasing his own maximum strength, but others treat Abomination as simply a mightier being who the Hulk has to outsmart or escape. Abomination is the Hulk's dark mirror. Hulk is an engine of chaos and destruction fed by Bruce Banner's trauma and rage, but in order to express that idea, he needs to go up against villains who can take a punch. Abomination fits that role, but he also offers a dark mirror to Bruce as someone who takes joy in being a monster and has no hesitance or regret for the damage he does to the world around him. Abomination acts as a reminder that whatever he may look like, the Hulk isn't actually a monster, and only sees himself that way because of his abusive father. In Blonsky's case, however, his gamma form is exactly who he is and always was. Abomination is a true supervillain. Marvel is full of villains like Magneto or even Ultron who believe they're working towards a better world, but the Abomination is all the worst parts of human nature given near unconquerable strength. While the MCU's Emil Blonsky gives the character a potential redemption arc, in the comics Abomination is as despicable as it gets, and perhaps the only mortal in the universe who can claim without reservation to be naturally stronger than the Hulk, at least until Bruce Banner really loses his temper.